Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final third. And today, we're going to be looking at the top six teams and the positions they need for their team. Sorry about my voice, it's still kind of on and off, so it may seem like I'm on mute sometimes because I'm not able to bring out the words. But hopefully, in the next video, I'll be a bit better. And obviously, Hassan's not here, he's doing an assignment for university. But before we get into it, Al, can you reveal the player from the last video?
Yes, it was I can't say Benayoun. I think that's how you say his name. Obviously I'll put the name up anyway. So yeah, let us know if you got that in the comments down below, and of course we'll do the new quiz at the end of the video.
Perfect. Let's just jump straight into it. So our top six is different to the traditional big six because we've taken a team out, and we'll reveal that team when we get to it. So
should we start from the top to the bottom then?
I'm saying bottom to top. So let's say from sixth place to first.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So let's start with Chelsea. And Chelsea, they need a goalkeeper.
Yeah, we've agreed that they need a goalkeeper. To be honest, it could have been that or centre back.
Yeah.
They need
probably more desperate for a goalkeeper though.
Yeah, to be fair. I mean, where do you even start? I mean, the amount of mistakes that Robert Sanchez has made leading to goal. I mean, I think he started off the season actually all right.
Yeah.
Kind of, playing really well. And actually, I'd say, saving them in a lot of games. Even though you can talk about the Club World Cup final.
He was quite good,
If it weren't for him, they might have not won that game. But he's fallen off again. And he's gone back to his old ways, making mistakes, costing them games, costing them points. And at this moment in the season, it is so important, the position that they're in. They're trying to fight for Champions League, and they can't afford these goals that they're conceding, solely because of Robert Sanchez. Look, and unfortunately, the backup keeper, Jorgensen, is awful as well. No offense. I mean, he's young, so I'll give him a bit more of the benefit of the doubt. But obviously, he played in the Champions League, and don't know whose idea that. I don't know why Rosinha did that, because that just wasn't a good idea. Kind of ruined his probably ruined his confidence, because he also made a mistake in that game. Again, well, to be fair, PSG, you can't really blame him. It was already a hard game, so I don't think it's a good idea putting him in that game. But realistically, yeah, they just definitely need a keeper, because it's a massive problem at the moment. Who could they possibly get? I'm trying to think.
Mike Mignon, because they were linked with him in the summer.
Yeah,
I think he'd be a very good goalkeeper, to be honest.
I'm trying to think, is there anyone else they might think of?
Could go for a younger one, maybe.
Go for like a Robin Roos. Try to nick them off Sunderland.
Barbara Bruggen.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, bad.
Brighton Academy,
Yeah, literally, actually, that's a very good shout. I think Bruggen would be a very, very good keeper. He's got the Prem experience already, so he doesn't, have to adapt.
Yeah.
And like you say, it's already Brighton's, Chelsea's academy, so wouldn't probably be hard to make that deal go over the line.
100%. Let's move on to the next team, and the next team is Liverpool. Now, we both agreed on the fact that they definitely need a left winger.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
And let me just repeat that, left winger.
Yes.
Because Gakpo is terrible.
Bro, Gakpo, bro, if you're a Liverpool fan, I'm sure you'll put in the comments and agree with us how awful he's been. Honestly, I thought he was a good player when he first came into Liverpool, in terms of not maybe for Liverpool, but I thought he'd be a good player for Liverpool. And it just has not materialized. It has not materialized whatsoever, unfortunately. Yeah, and especially in recent moments, because to be fair, when he first came in, he was more backup, to Luis Diaz and stuff. So that's why we didn't realize how bad he was, because we weren't seeing enough of him. And to be fair, he was probably better as a sub. But yeah, for some reason, Slot has decided to start him so many games recently, and I don't know what the hell Gakpo must have on Slot to be able to get these starts, because he's awful. The amount of chances he misses. He's too predictable, always trying to cut inside and shoot, but it's just it's too obvious. And yeah, it's just he comes up at the moment here and there, goal here and there, but it's not enough. Especially for what Liverpool are chasing now with Champions League football. And yeah, I mean, I think Liverpool fans would agree with us. Who could they possibly go for? I think losing Luis Diaz was massive. I think that was a mistake. Personally, I know they got a lot of money for it. And seemed like a good deal at the time, but obviously you can see how well Luis Diaz is doing and how awful Gakpo is doing. So it was a clear mistake doing that decision, transfer. And I don't know, who could they possibly get in? What would you think?
Do you know what? They've been linked with him a couple of times. Nico Williams.
Yeah,
he's pretty good, but I'm pretty sure he's on very bad form for Athletic Club.
Yeah.
So Could you look at the Premier League teams, maybe at
I'm trying to think.
Matoma,
Yeah,
somebody like
Matoma.
that? I think if he takes a step up to maybe a Liverpool,
Yeah, I'm just trying to
could do
think. I
very
would say.
well.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably players out there that they could think of getting, but they just definitely need to improve that left wing position. And yeah, that's probably about it, really.
Yeah.
Just need a left winger.
So let's go on to the next team. And the next team is the team that we're going to be replacing with a different team. So the team we're going to be replacing is Tottenham. Now, I think we both have our reasons for that. If you want to go into that first.
Yeah, so we've replaced Tottenham with Villa. We both agreed that we believe that Villa should be in the Big Six now, considering how they've the form that they've been in the last few seasons. The positions they've been finishing in, the consistent European football, and this season they might even win the Europa League. Whereas Tottenham have had 2 relegation battles now, and actually look possibly likely to get relegated this season. I don't I don't understand why Tottenham are still in the Big Six, if anyone does still consider them in the Big Six, because their form of recent doesn't warrant that. And there's other teams that have been better, not just Villa, but even Newcastle are probably more deserved of being in the Big Six. I won't put them just yet. I mean, I understand they have won a trophy and Villa haven't, but I don't know. I think Villa are just a bit better. I think Villa will win a trophy this season, and I think that will, put them above Newcastle. But yeah, no, Tottenham shouldn't be in it anymore, and I just don't know why they are. But anyway, that's why we put Villa in the Big Six, and the position we think that they need to get
Centre
was
back.
centre back. Now, this wasn't necessary. It's not necessarily because their centre backs aren't great. They have some good centre backs, but it's the depth that they lack in. I mean, we've talked about that, a good few times over the season now about what might catch up to them, and it is the depth. And you're seeing it in the league form now. They're capitulating completely. I can't remember last time they got a result, to be honest, but yeah, it's not looking great for them. They're starting to lose their position in the Champions League spots because they're just going down the table. But like I said, to be fair, in the last video, they just need to put all eggs in one basket for the Champions League because I think, in the Europa League because they got a good chance there. But yeah, no, they definitely need a centre back. I think Tyrone Mings is good, but he's extremely injury prone. Was it who else have they got? They got Lindelof. He's not too bad of a. He's been
Does
all
the
right. He's
job.
actually been all right for Villa, to be fair.
Yeah.
And obviously Konza, who's amazing, very good and very solid. And I think if you get the right, player next to him, he can form a great partnership. And because Konza's got the experience, you just need to probably doesn't even necessarily need to be a young centre back, but someone that can come and learn off Konza. Maybe a Jared Branthwaite.
No, I think what they need is someone who is experienced.
I
don't think Konza is as good as you think he is.
Okay, but what about Branthwaite? You think Branthwaite would be a good signing or no?
No.
Or do you think they need a really experienced centre back?
I think they need.
Like
now, I think the way they should look at it now is you look at the teams that might get relegated.
Okay.
So the teams that are getting relegated, you look at their centre backs.
What about Murillo?
I mean, yeah, for Forest, you never know.
Murillo,
I mean, you can look at I mean, if West Ham get relegated, they've got good centre backs.
I mean, yeah, I was going to mention that, Disasi, they obviously had Disasi before and he was actually quite good for them. So, if we do get relegated, hopefully not, but then they might make them off us. Even Tadibo. Hopefully that doesn't happen, for the love of God. But, yeah.
So, yeah.
I think Murillo would be a good signing for him.
Very good.
Bro, I've been saying for so long how Murillo, how is he still at Nottingham Forest? I mean, I know they had a good season last season, but still. That guy deserves to be at a bigger club. And I think he will go to a bigger club in the summer, especially if Forest get relegated.
100%, I agree with you. But let's go on to the next team. Sorry, I'm skipping through this quite quickly because, again, I can't really talk that much. And the next team is Man United. So, obviously, my club. We have both agreed that they need a CDM as a Casemiro replacement. And they already needed a midfielder anyway.
Yes. I mean, there's been so many, rumors about who Man United are going to get or looking at. Obviously, got the ones that have been mentioned a lot: Elliot Anderson,
Belieber,
Adam Morton, Belieber. I mean, Belieber's kind of fallen off this season, so I mean, yes, the price would be good because of that, but is he going to be good enough for Man United? Not in his current form. When you got players like Elliot Anderson and Adam Morton available, better options. And considering how well Man United is doing now, it won't be hard to attract them.
Especially with Champions League.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're the most obvious ones. I think they're the ones that are more likely for United. United are going to go for, especially with all the rumors. I mean, they literally have. It's been said by like Dave Neustein and like Fabrizio, like these are the likely candidates to replace Casemiro. Um, but obviously, you're the Man United fan, so you give me more of an insight of what you think and who you think might be better option.
The thing is, yeah, we actually had a link today about another Brazilian midfielder who's played in the Prem and is playing in the Prem now,
Is that João Gomez?
Bruno Guimaraes.
Oh, Bruno Gamera. Okay, yeah.
Because apparently, if I think Bruno Guimaraes has a agreement with Newcastle,
Okay.
if they don't qualify for Champions League, he can look at his options. So that would be a great signing
Yeah.
for Man United, I think.
Yeah.
Whether he's a Casemiro replacement, I don't know about that because they're not the same player. I think Bruno Guimaraes is more attacking minded.
Yeah.
Obviously Tonali as well. You know, we'd be
yeah.
linked with him too. And then you have loads of other players. You have all the players you already said. And then even the score of, with all due respect to those players, the bougie ones, the ones that are under the radar and, look good, but you just sort of don't know much about them. So, yeah, really, truly, we need a midfielder.
We even talked about like João Gomez before as
He's
well.
not bad as well. But I'd
Obviously,
probably
Wolves
say,
are gonna go as well.
I'd say you need to sign him alongside somebody else.
That's fair enough. Especially considering like how well you're doing now, like you're third. So you need someone a bit. No, João Gomez, brilliant player, but like you say, someone that's a bit more experienced, probably, and a bit better quality, at least as well.
Agreed. No, I agree. Maybe we could look at like maybe fullbacks as well, but midfield is definitely the position I would
especially CDM.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go on to the other Manchester club, Manchester City, and they need a midfielder, as we agreed on. A centre
I feel like this was the most difficult one to
probably,
decide.
yeah.
Because they've pretty much signed so many players in summer and January to cover all positions. But yeah, we agreed on like maybe a midfielder, a centre mid specifically. To be honest, I'm not actually sure who they could sign. Like Carlos said, they were probably also linked with Elliot Anderson and possibly like an Adam Morton and stuff like that. More likely Elliot Anderson, the way he plays and stuff is more suited to what they need for City. But like, I feel like they need to try and replace De Bruyne.
Yeah.
And he's obviously there's no replacing De Bruyne, but
Chick is doing a decent job.
Yeah, of course. He's way more attack minded and stuff, and more of a forward. How do I explain? I feel like De Bruyne had that ability of that deep lying playmaker, style, and I think Elliot Anderson has that. So I think he'd be perfect for Man City. To be fair,
yeah.
And let's be honest, he'd probably go to Man City as long as they just put in a bid. Because it seems like Man City don't struggle to get players. I mean, can you blame them? The money, the project, the trophies, the manager. I can go on. You know what I mean? It's not bad. It won't be hard for City to get the player they want, but yeah, it probably will be Elliot Anderson. And I mean, a lot of players are going. A lot of clubs are interested in Elliot Anderson. So yeah, very good for Elliot Anderson. I tell you what, he's got a lot of bargaining power. So yeah, good for him. I'm sure you'll get a nice pay rise.
100%, and bro, he's a player that deserves the praise. And to be honest, he's been so good for Forest this season. Unbelievable. He's controlling the midfield by himself.
Yeah.
So you got to give him praise, and I'm not surprised both Manchester clubs are interested. I wouldn't even be surprised by the end of the season, maybe after the World Cup, if he gets more interest from the Spanish clubs in Real Madrid and Barca, because he is, I think, that good, and he's been playing that good. But let's go on to the final team, the team top of the league, the team that are very likely to win the league, as Arsenal.
Yes.
Now, a title-winning team, there's not much you can improve on.
But there's one position.
There is one position in particular what I would say, if they get this player, then call it quits for all the other teams. That is left wing.
Agreed. Yeah, I think this one didn't take us long to decide. Arsenal fans have been crying out for a bit of a better left winger. Yeah, Martinelli, at times he's not bad. Same with Trossard. I feel like, especially when he first came in, Trossard was really good. And he's a bit more versatile, Trossard. He can play in other positions as well, not just left wing. But they need like a much better left wing. To be honest, I can't even say a right winger. No offense to Saka, that might sound crazy, but
I don't think they replace Saka.
They won't replace him, but honestly, he probably needs to get a rest because that's probably why he's fallen off. Anyway, we're talking about a left winger at the moment. to be fair, who can they look again? I mean, you obviously talked about Nico Williams earlier, but again, he's kind of fallen off himself.
Do you know what? Someone like an Andy Amy would be an interesting signing.
I've heard that he actually wants to leave Dortmund.
So there you go.
Because his girlfriend doesn't want to live there anymore. Yeah, that's some simp behavior, if I'm being honest.
Just imagine. Kudus joins Arsenal. Imagine.
No, apparently he's agreed to go to Atletico Madrid if they get relegated.
Kudus.
Yeah, it's agreed. Like personal terms, everything.
Wow.
So as long as it's a guarantee. I'm pretty sure if Tottenham get relegated, he goes. If they don't, then it's still pretty likely that he goes. So
it's crazy.
Yeah. Honestly, screw him. I hope they get relegated. I wish he stayed with them in Championship because that's what he deserves. But yeah, I'm not surprised.
This is one player. Okay, man in the eye.
Yes, I think that would be. You know what? I can't believe that didn't even pop into my head.
Yeah, we just forgot about him.
Yeah, Element Ndiaye. Oh my God, what a player he'd be.
By the way, he wouldn't join Liverpool, I don't think, because obviously he plays for Everton.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I
don't think he's a snake like that.
Yeah, because he technically is actually. I think he might have been raised in England, so he kind of understands the rivalry a bit more. I feel like if you get like an international player, some of them they just don't really understand it enough to care, and they will just make that move. You know what I mean? But a player like Iliman Ndiaye, even though he does play, like he obviously understands it, so I think he wouldn't move. I agree with you. And also, if you had the choice of Arsenal or Liverpool at the moment, let's be honest, you probably wouldn't go to Arsenal, especially if they win the league.
Yeah.
And they're obviously fighting on all fronts, so they definitely need a better left wing. They would definitely need a better left winger. And I think Iliman Ndiaye, that's actually perfect. It's a great shout. He's a very exciting player, which, if I'm being honest, Arsenal could do with because they're boring to watch. And it would be interesting to see Iliman Ndiaye just cook it up because he's such a skillful player. He honestly is such a joy to watch. And there's not many players anymore, I think, in football, let alone in the Premier League, that are a joy to watch. And I think Iliman Ndiaye, every time I watch him, he makes it's a joy to watch.
Great player.
Great player. And he's very creative.
100%. But I don't think there's any more we can add. Is there anything you can add?
No, not really.
Well, that's it, guys. For the
I was just gonna say, sorry. Let us know. Who?
Yeah, let us know what you think.
100%. These clubs might.
Especially if you're a fan of the club as well.
Yeah.
Let us know who you think and why as well.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting to see.
Who you think you want your club to get and stuff.
Exactly. But before we end the video, the leaderboard. No. We don't need the leaderboard actually. The predictions will be here. So the predictions are here now. Sorry. Just lost my voice completely. Predictions will be here now.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk inside of me?
Yeah. Don't worry. I think the predictions will be going past by now. Okay. Yeah. So should we do the quiz?
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. Let's go for the first fact. He began his career in the lower leagues and had multiple spells in England before finally establishing himself in the Premier League in his late 20s. The second fact is he's one of the most fouled players in the Premier League history, known for his extremely physical style of play. The third fact is he spent the majority of his top-flight career at Bolton Wanderers, where he became club captain. And the fourth fact is, despite being a striker, he only earned his first England cap at the age of 33 under Fabio Capello. And fifth and the final fact, he was known for his aerial ability, hold-up play, and leadership, rather than being a prolific goal scorer. So let us know if you know who that is in the comments down below. And of course, I'll reveal him at the start of the next video.
Perfect, Al. Thank you very much. And that is it, guys. Thank you very much for coming in. Again, leave your predictions in the comments below. Leave your players in the comments below that you think your club should sign. And please leave a like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you get notified when we upload videos. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Take care.